The big market Red Sox are dead. Remember how the Red Sox used to be an attraction for players? They used to pull off big signings. Players wanted to go play in Boston, and not only did they pay their players well, but they were always winners, winning the World Series 4 times from 2004 to 2018. There was no team that won more in the postseason than the Boston Red Sox did. The Fenway Sports Group, the ownership that bought the team in 2002, they were becoming one of the best ownerships in MLB. They paid players from Dustin Pedroia to JD Martinez. But since 2020, Boston has hit a really bumpy road. In fact, they've been complete losers. In 2020, they hired Chaim Bloom. Bloom's entire job was to rebuild the farm system, and he did exactly that by bringing in multiple different players, from Marcelo Mayer to Nick York. As great as he did with the minor league system, he failed at building a true talented MLB club. In fact, his first move was trading with the best player, Mookie Betts. Mookie was traded to the LA Dodgers for Connor Wong and Alex Verdugo, just a failure of a trade. He didn't want to pay the guy. We ended up thinking the exact same thing whenever Bogarts left and Schwarber left later on. Chaim Bloom became known as public enemy number 1 and the cheapest big market GM in baseball. Before he could finish the 2023 season, he was fired. Don't get me wrong, it was the right move, but it was the way that Fenway Sports Group handled it. At a press conference, they said, "We all know where we are in the standings. It's a painful reality that fans feel as deeply as we do. Our fans deserve a winning, competitive team that consistently plays postseason baseball." You hear that and you think, okay, so they want to win. It wasn't the owner, it was clearly Chaim Bloom. The Red Sox were searching for someone new, someone who could come over and take over his role, someone who would help the Red Sox win again. They got their guy when they hired Craig Breslow. A new era began in Boston once again. Hopefully, this one was going to be winning because they hadn't had it in a long time. Going into the offseason, fans had very high hopes. This was the most loaded pitching market that we've seen in a long time. Finally, no longer having the cheapest GM was going to mean that the Red Sox spent money. One man in particular was a target that fans wanted badly. That was Yamamoto. He was young, which the Red Sox wanted a young pitcher. He could be an ace. Plus, he's a former teammate of Masataka Yoshida, who is also on the team. So why not go and make this signing? Why not do it? Show the fans that you're still committed and go and make your team better. Nope, they didn't. The Red Sox's biggest rival, aka the Yankees, pushed to go and get him. Why didn't Boston? Yeah, the Yankees might not have got him, but still. Why was Boston not going after him? And we never truly got that answered, until now. Fans were obviously very upset after this all happened. Why weren't they spending money? As of yesterday, the Boston Red Sox ownership was exposed. Remember how they said that they wanted postseason baseball and how they cared about their fans, blah, 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 and how it was all Chaim Bloom's fault? What if I told you that he couldn't spend money because of the ownership? From Boston reporter Chris Cotillo, the report he had was, according to a baseball source, the Red Sox have at least told one free agent target that they need to shed more payroll before pursuing him in free agency as aggressively as they want to. So wait a minute, the third most valuable organization in baseball, only behind the Dodgers and the Yankees, the most expensive baseball experience in the world at Fenway Park, that team needs to shed payroll to go and sign a free agent? Yeah, this ownership has been cheap and it's clear to everyone now. In fact, looking at the entire offseason, it has all just been shedding payroll. They have now saved money on the Alex Verdugo trade, the Tyler O'Neill trade, and the Chris Sale trade. But the question is, who is that free agent? Who did they tell that they need to go ahead and shed payroll for? Will they make a big free agent signing on the pitching side of things? Maybe Jordan Montgomery, if anyone. That would be the big pitcher that fans have been looking for. Build off of that. Make a trade. Do something on the pitching side of things. Or will they go and sign Teoscar Hernandez? Hernandez is a right-handed power bat, which the Red Sox are in desperate need of. But no matter how you look at it, to tell a free agent that is pathetic. So wait, what does this mean? Was it Chaim Bloom's fault, or was it the Red Sox fault for not spending money? Well, yeah, Bloom was a bad GM, we all know that, but in that same report regarding the news, we figured out something else. In the same report, he said, according to baseball sources, the front office went into last winter with a mandated budget of $225 million, which was significantly under the first CBT threshold of $233 million. First of all, not necessarily significant, but I get what he's saying. Either way, this is the Boston Red Sox. We are not the Toronto Blue Jays. This is one of the most valuable organizations in baseball. Yes, I say we because I watch every game, I buy merchandise, and this is the product that we fans get in return. All of this just shows that they want to make money. They use Chaim Bloom as their scapegoat. Blame it all on him, and completely ignore the fact that they were the ones who didn't choose to spend money. They're acting more like the Tampa Bay Rays, and not like the big market Red Sox. That's why we haven't seen a true ace come to Boston. In that same report, he also said that he's made an effort to talk to multiple different agents regarding the Red Sox. What he heard from these agents is that the Red Sox are all interested in pretty much every player, but they're acting like a small market baseball team. They won't pay their player properly. A business having a budget is understandable, everyone gets it, every business has one. But when you're charging the most for your tickets in all of MLB, you haven't won as of recently, and you aren't doing anything about it, that's when your mandated budget becomes a problem. Because then it becomes clear that you were a cheap business owner who would rather spend that money on yourself and not on the team. By the way, they're about to go and shed more payroll. If you guys remember the 2022 Boston Red Sox, what was their biggest weakness? It was the bullpen. So many different games that they just couldn't close out. And you know why? It's because they just didn't have a true closer. You saw a few different guys try to take that closer role. By a few, I mean a lot of different guys got in the 9th inning. But in 2023, they made it a massive priority to go and bring in a true closer. So what did they do? They went and they signed Chris Martin. Chris Martin wasn't quite that closer, but it was definitely a great setup, man. Chris Martin ended up having a great year. He's a veteran. He had a 1 ERA in 55 games. Talk about shutdown. But the big signing was they went ahead and gave a 2-year deal for $32 million to Kenley Jansen. Now, Jansen is one of the best closers in baseball. He has been since 2010. Ever since the guy entered the league, he has just been a non-stop beast. Boston signed him to that big contract, and he was actually pretty good with them. Now, he was not great. It was actually one of the worst years of his career, putting up a 3.63 ERA. But he was still good. It was a lot more of an upgrade for the Red Sox than what they had in 2022. But because of how much that they're paying him, they are looking to go ahead and trade him. That would just not be the right move. You fixed the hole, why go and make another one by trading him? What you also have to remember is that they likely won't be getting much value for him if that other team takes on all of his contract. Yeah, you save money, but you don't need to. You were the Boston Red Sox. By the way, they bought a soccer team. They bought the Pittsburgh Penguins in 2021. Plus, they're about to go and sign the biggest soccer free agent available. His name is Mbappe. He's going to cost a lot of money. Meanwhile, the Red Sox are seemingly the third priority out of the three. Plus, you know it's getting bad whenever MLB reporter Ken Rosenthal has called out the Red Sox literally twice in the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, he called them out for saying that they were going full throttle, and today he did the same exact thing. Why have we not seen a big market free agent signing? He doesn't know either. The Red Sox are not the same team in 2023. That's a problem. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, and peace out.